Welcome, it's your friendly neighborhood badger here. Oh my goodness, what an amazing day to be a Path of Exile fan, because quality of life is really being implemented into the game as we speak. Now today I'm going to do a very short video, but I thought I'd do it just to bring it to as many people as possible, as quick as possible, because this is a very, very awesome change. We have all experienced the Eternal Labyrinth Ascendancy Trial grind, where you get to maps on your first character, and you do like 200 maps, 250 maps, and you just cannot find that last trial. Now, you know, you can go to the trade website, or not the trade website, but, you know, trade global channel to try and ask other people if they give you any trials, but today, we're getting a massive change in 3.16. Path of Exile is introducing a way to do your Eternal Labyrinth, so the fourth point, or the seventh and eighth point of your Ascendancy, with only ever finding your first trial. So let's read through this. So Path of Exile says there are problems. The problem is finding all 6 trials of Ascendancy often took a very large number of maps. As I did state there, it can very much happen if you're unlucky. Assuming players were playing alone, it averaged to around 150 maps to find them all, but could be much more if players were unlucky, as I said there as well. By this point, players were often over-leveled for the content, and were starting to encounter difficult enough endgame content where the extra Ascendancy skills were sorely needed. This is also further exacerbated by the reduction of Atlas size taking place in the Scourge expansion. What they mean by that, to clarify, is because there's less maps, it's going to take less time for you to grind to awaken an 8 Cirrus or awaken a 5 Cirrus, and therefore, you know, it's going to make it even harder if you don't have that Eternal Labyrinth. They've recently added a means to open random trials of Ascendancy in the map device by consuming an offering of the Goddess. While this made finding the trials easier, it often felt lossy as it required you to sacrifice something of value, which is true. You could have used that run in an Eternal Labyrinth for more enchantment opportunities and Labyrinth reward chests. So the solution: Scourge. You will no longer need to complete all the trials of Ascendancy found in maps in order to access the Eternal Labyrinth. You'll simply need to travel to the Labyrinth, paying 1 offering to the Goddess. What exactly does this mean? It means so much. So instead of grinding, you know, in maps, okay, you've got a 1 in 6 chance of finding the trial that you need in a map. Okay, we found a trial, right? I found a trial of Ascendancy, right? You get to 4 of those completed, then you've got, then you've got like a 2 in 6 chance of every time you come across a trial, getting the trial you need. You get 5 completed, that's another 1 in 6, and it's just so difficult to find what you need, especially as a solo player. Now, you find a single trial of Ascendancy, and you can complete your Labyrinth. Or, if you don't find any trials of Ascendancy, you can also just buy an offering, if you're in Trade League, from the market, and go and run it, without ever encountering a single trial. This is insanely amazing, especially for League starts for people. Now, there are a couple of caveats, pretty much only one caveat, and the main caveat right down here is Trials of Ascendancy will only spawn in yellow maps and higher. So this means that you're not going to be finding, you know, your first Trial of Ascendancy in the first map that you run, and then going to be able to complete your Eternal Labyrinth basically like 5 hours in if you're like a speed gamer or something like that. It's going to mean that you're going to have to grind until yellow maps, which can be done relatively quickly as well. But, you know, if you're behind the curve, you can also just buy one from someone who's in yellow maps, and that will probably mean that early, these will be going for a lot more. Like day 1, day 2, these offerings of the Goddess might be selling for a lot more in Trade League, which is pretty insane. Quite an interesting change, but so much quality of life to this. The only other change is previously you were able to access the Eternal Labyrinth at level 60, but now you need to be level 68. So basically map level to be able to access that, to be able to purchase an offering off the market and run it yourself, or use one on a second character and do that. You need to be level 68 to be able to do that. But overall, this is an absolutely huge change to the system. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I know this is a very short video right here. That's all I really had to say, but I think this is an amazing change coming through. And isn't it just crazy how excited we are for Scourge League without really knowing what Scourge League is even going to be yet? So yeah, let me know in the comments down below how you feel about this. Also, let me know what your favorite addition so far to 3.16 is, without even knowing what Scourge League is. Let me know down below. Hope you're having a great day. Remember to hit the sub button, the like button, ring the bell, and I'll catch you around. See you later. Until next time, Badger is out.